Currently, a lot of players out there are struggling to stay alive in Gauntlet 3 raid bosses and trying to figure out what they need to do to stay alive. I have some tips for you to improve your gameplay. Could be any class. I will give you some pointers which you can focus on that is going to help you stay alive in Gauntlet 3. And before we start, I tried it myself to see how far I can push it playing a solo, and I was able to reach the 4th boss of the Gauntlet 3 all by myself, playing as a wizard with survivability. And I only died because the boss got enraged, and that finished me off. Otherwise, I was doing pretty decent. So coming back to what you need to survive in Gauntlet 3 bosses isn't going to be just combat rating. A lot of players out there think that if you get the combat rating that is the requirement of the Gauntlet 3, you can do it. For example, if we go and see this, the combat rating is 41,320. So a lot of players right now trying to get to the combat rating and they think they can do it. That is not how it works. In the 4th boss and the final boss, it has one-shot mechanics. If they hit you, you will die. So you need damage immunity. And how we can get those damage immunities as an individual player, that is what we're talking about here. And I will also give you guys some tips for the last boss as well. But starting with the immunity, especially the wizard player, I have seen they are using some random dungeon or farming build and doing horrendous. I have seen that because I played with few random parties and some of those wizards were dying left and right in Gauntlet bosses. So what you need as a wizard is going to be the ice armor and this S in here that says Hailstone. If we use this, it gives us these immunity crystal. If we are hit, it will block all damage. This is necessary to stay alive, and you can get this on other classes as well by having Windloft set. So you can go to your codex by clicking here, click on the dungeon, there we go, let me click here. This is a set that you can get if you don't have the ice crystal that protect you from the damage. Windloft set. You need 6 pieces of this set. It will give you 15% movement speed if you don't take damage for 2 seconds, and it will also give you 20% damage increase. That is quite decent, and it will give you 5 crystal of the damage immunity every 40 seconds. Now this won't be enough to stay alive, but it will be decent if you have someone in your party like a necromancer or crusader who can also give you shield here and there. It will help you stay alive, especially a necromancer using parting gift. I believe it's a chest piece that gives you a bone armor and damage immunity. It will be super useful, and you can add this on the top of it as well. Now I won't recommend you guys using this in the first 4 bosses unless you are struggling. What you can do is create 2 different builds, and when you reach the last boss, just change the build from the armory and it will work as well. But anyways, there are a few more important things here to talk about. So you guys already saw that I have almost 100% uptime on this ice crystal, and to achieve that you need a lot of beneficial duration increase. If you don't have that, the crystal uptime for you won't be that great, and let me demonstrate that here quickly. So if we were to remove the pieces of Vitus here that decrease my beneficial duration by 30%, and now use this, you guys will notice that the ice crystal goes away and I have like a downtime of about 5-6 seconds where I am vulnerable to damage. So stacking up the beneficial duration is going to be super important. Virtus give us 30% beneficial duration, and it will be useful for other classes as well, like the Necromancer, Bone Armor, Parting Gift. The more beneficial duration you have, the longer your Bone Armor and Ice Crystal will last. Another thing that you can do, try and get the beneficial duration on your chest piece, your legs as well. Currently I'm missing on my legs here. I have it on my belt, but again I'm missing it on my shoes. You can get more beneficial duration here on your shoes and your legs as well, and it comes on the chest and the belt as well. And you can also get beneficial duration on your reforged bonuses up to 3%, and if you get that on all of your pieces, that is going to be huge and help you stay alive, having 100% uptime for the ice crystal, basically avoiding all the hits that can one shot you. Now some tips for the final boss. I have seen a lot of players talking about that the final boss has phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. That isn't true. Once you take down the legs of the final boss, it will give you flat 1 minute to do as much damage to it as your party can deal. And if you can kill the boss in that 1 minute window, it means your party is super strong. And if you cannot do that, then you can go and take down the legs in the second phase. And in the most parties who are able to kill him, they are killing him in the second phase, because after that the fight gets really hard. He starts spawning a lot more monsters, so it is better for your party to take him down in those 2 phases, like giving you 2 minutes. But I think it will be fine. You can take him down in the third phase as well if your team has a lot of immunities, like the Ice Crystal for the Wizard, Necromancer using the Bone Armor with the Parting Gift, Crusader giving buffs and also some immunity, and the weaker classes to avoid dying using Wind Loft Set and dealing damage, because your damage isn't good if you will be dead. Everyone needs to stay alive and deal damage. So those are some of the tips I have for everyone. And before I log off, the builds that I am using as a wizard for Gauntlet 3, here is a quick look. I'm using a Magic Missile, Lightning Nova, Black Hole, Ice Armor, Disintegrate. The Paragon, this is what I have here. I like to do damage because I have the immunity, but you can also go with the Survivor that gives you 1 cheat. That honestly I don't like using that, and I prefer the Slinger as a wizard. And for the set pieces, this is what I have. 4-piece Virtus, I would advise going 4-piece Virtus and 4-piece Grace if you can. Currently I don't have 4-piece Grace, so I went with the Banquet. And for the set pieces, the reason we are using Black Hole is whenever we use that, it increases my damage by up to 29%. That is huge. Again, having more beneficial duration will increase the duration of this buff, and you can hit 100% uptime for it. And these are the essences I'll let you guys see quickly. And if you guys have any questions regarding this, let me know about the build, and I see you all in the next one. And no need to be scared of the Gauntlet 3. Try and fail. That is how you will learn. If you will be too scared to enter because of getting a failure, then that is the issue. It is not an issue that G3 is hard. The issue would be that you are too scared to enter and try. So keep trying. You can do it. Stack up immunity. Build a team of skilled players, even if they are not high reso. 4K reso, I believe so. 3-4K reso team can easily do it with few players who would be maybe 2K, 2 5k just need the immunities and build a proper team. I'm signing off. See you all in the next one. You guys have a great day. Later.